Normally, when Josh Widdowson walks into the studio, we're talking about a breaking news event, or he's here for his regular newscast. A little bit different this morning as we talk with Josh about an event coming up that he actually founded several years ago. Josh, good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
All right, so you instituted this thing how many years ago?
This is 4 years ago now.
And we're talking about the trivia night to benefit the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And you're ready to go again this year, huh?
Yeah, I actually just finished writing up all the questions. So we're on time, on schedule. We're ready to go.
All right, so give us the details. When and the wheres?
All right, it will be at the Indiana Eagles Lodge in downtown Indiana on Philadelphia Street. We're going to have it on Friday, February 8th. Doors open at 6, and we'll start at 7 o'clock.
Okay. And, of course, the proceeds will benefit the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Tell me about who can participate, whether they're individuals or teams, and how they go about it.
Well, we encourage teams, definitely. I mean, if you want to try to go it alone, you certainly are welcome to try.
The beast.
But it's a tough quiz. It's and the quizzes like this are always tough. That's why we encourage friends. That way, if your experience is in one field, say sports, you could get another friend of yours who's pretty strong in civics and current events, another person who's strong in pop culture, and things like that, different categories. And that way, you kind of share the wealth there.
There you go. And the burden, too.
And, yeah, share the burden, too. There are a few changes that we're putting into place. First off, we are going to do a different type of activity for one of our rounds. This was inspired by, actually, the first trivia night that I had gone to. One of the rounds was what they called a table activity, where they gave you a piece of paper with some pictures on it, and you had to identify the people in the pictures. They were celebrities.
Okay.
So we're going to do something like that for one of our rounds. And we also have returning, we have this, that, or the other thing, which is a bonus round where players can earn a prize for themselves above and beyond what they can win with their teams.
Okay.
And they can also get for their teams a 5-point bonus.
Okay.
So that helps out. That helped out in the long run last year. I think the team that had won the this, that, or the other thing round last year was able to use that 5-point bonus to get the win.
When you do have teams, which is most of the time, what's the average number of players on a team?
We go for a maximum of 6.
Okay.
So that way, we feel too many cooks spoil the soup. But we say maximum of 6, but we usually see about 5 or 6 players on a team.
And the cost for each team member?
It'll be $15 a player if you register online at WCCSradio.com or any of the other radio station websites, and that's going up until the day of the event. If you make up your mind to play on the day of the event, it is $20 a player.
Okay.
So there is an advantage to getting this done in advance.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so it's not so far from now. It's a week and a couple of days.
Yeah, it's pretty close. But we've had a lot of people that I want to thank. I want to thank Carrie upstairs. She's been really helping me out. I want to thank all the people who are donating prizes to this, because this is a 100% donated affair. We've tried to put together prize packages, Todd, that are culled from donations from a lot of the businesses in Indiana County. So you might see some businesses in Homer City, Blairsville, Marion Center area, just all over the county. We're trying to get prizes from all over the county in that case.
Nice. That's nice.
And I also want to thank the Eagles Lodge. This is the 4th year that we've done this, and this has been home base for the 4th year, and they are very generous to donate the space.
That's wonderful. So take us inside the typical event, the typical trivia night to benefit the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and sort of give us a feel for the atmosphere.
We encourage people to get there early and mingle a little bit. I mean, talk with the other teams. Trash talking, I don't know if I would encourage it, though.
Okay.
But you definitely get there early. Also, the Eagles will have a limited menu available for themselves and a limited bar. So we're encouraging the people over 21 take part in this because the bar will be open.
Okay.
Also, just kind of relax, get those food and drink orders in, then get settled down with your team, and right at 7 o'clock we will start with introductions, first questions. It usually kind of gets really serious around the final round and what we call the final question of doom. The final question of doom is our most difficult question of the night, and it's the only question you can lose points on.
Okay.
So
All right.
people have to be very careful about how they answer the question.
And on the night of the event, are you Alex Trebek, Bob Eubanks?
No, I'm me. I'm Josh
You're
Widdowson.
Josh Widdowson.
I don't, as much as I like those guys, I don't want to be those guys. I want to be me.
There you go.
So the questions are trying to be all over the place when it comes to topics, which is kind of how my brain works a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Is there a local flavor to some of them?
there is some local flavor. I mean, there are some, we do have some local flavored questions. We have some riddles as well.
Okay.
So that may not be like this particular fact will go with that question. It's trying to gauge how you think as well when it comes to those riddles. One that we've used in the past was how many pairs of animals did Moses take on the ark?
Okay.
And the answer is none. It wasn't Moses. It was Noah.
There you go.
Stuff like that.
There you go.
So again, we have riddles. We have some local flavored questions. We have some questions that have audio clues. And Andy Hart, another person I want to thank from Renda Broadcasting, he's going to be helping out by DJing, and he's going to supply us with some audio clues as well for some of the questions. One of my favorite question types is what I call the Pittsburgh Tunnel. We'll play a portion of a song, and then we'll make it sound like you're going through one of the tunnels in Pittsburgh, and the radio cuts out. So you have to fill in the missing lyric.
Okay.
So it's a different type of question, and it's one that's been popular over the last few years.
Yeah, well, there you go. It sounds like a whole bunch of fun, a whole bunch of people getting together and having fun.
Yes, a lot of people. Trivia is very popular here when it comes as a activity. I mean, for about, I think, 4 nights out of the work week, there are trivia events going on somewhere, weekly ones, and of course there are also the fundraisers that go on once a year, like the Kiwanis Club, Beth Israel Lodge is another one, and those are still very popular. I mean, Trivia Night is still an amazingly popular night.
So you've got all kinds of people that have been doing it for a while, and they're the veterans that you might even look at them and say they're the pros. But what about that person that says, I've never done anything like that? I'd be intimidated by them. Just come out and have fun.
Just come out and have fun. I mean, the first rule that I always state whenever we go through the rules is everybody have fun tonight. That's all that this is about. I mean,
and does anybody ever say everybody Wang Chung tonight?
Well, we call it the Wang Chung rule, in fact.
There you go.
But we say it's everybody out there just having fun. I mean, there's a little bit of competition, yes, but it could be anybody who wins. I mean, we've had teams that have run in the front and be the professionals, and on that last question, they get sent to the back of the pack because they gave a wrong answer. And somebody who's on a on a novice team, we'll say, they might know that answer and might get that boost.
Yeah.
So it's a fun night. I mean, that's all it is. It's a night to get out, relax, have fun, do something a little bit different.
I bet you there are some players that skip teams too. Jump ship and end up on another team the next year?
Not particularly, unless the whole team doesn't show up.
I'm encouraging that to happen this year.
It actually has, because one of our regular teams, Cash Bash, and they've been champions before, they can't all get together this year. So the remaining 2 members have said, I guess we're kind of on our own. Let's go see if we can find another team to play with.
There you go.
So a lot of these trivia teams, I mean, they keep in contact through the other weekly trivia nights that go on. And there's a lot of strategy that goes on whenever they're trying to pick teams.
All right, so the event is coming up on February the 8th. The doors will open at the Eagles on what day or what time?
At 6 o'clock on the 8th, and the quiz starts at 7.
Generally about when is it over?
Usually about 9:30 or
That's
so.
a Friday night. Who cares?
Yeah, it's a Friday night. Everybody's out there to relax and have a good time.
There you go. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Todd. And again, thanks to Renda Broadcasting for letting me put this on to benefit Teddy Bear Fund Drive, which of course helps IRMC and Children's Hospital.
People want to learn more. What do they need to do?
Go to WDADradio.com and click on the Teddy Bear Fund Drive section in the, I believe it's in the On Air and More section of the website.
Okay.
Or they can give me a call here at the station at 724-465-4700.
There you go. Thanks, Josh. 7:55 now, 5 minutes away from